Hi guys, welcome to next lesson's screencast on antagonistic muscle pairs. So last lesson we looked at the different types of muscles we have. So we have skeletal muscles, cardiac muscle and smooth muscle. Now your skeletal muscle examples are things such as your biceps, your triceps, your hamstrings, your quadriceps, your trapezius, your deltoid and so on. Your example for a smooth muscle would be the wall of the stomach, and the example for the cardiac muscle would be the walls of the heart. So that's what we looked at last lesson. This week, or next lesson I should say, we'll look at antagonistic muscle pairs. So your Cornell notes should look like this. If you pause it now and get these down. Okay, so antagonistic muscle action. So the example we're going to be using today for today's screencast is going to be a bicep curl. So the agonist during a bicep curl. First of all, an agonist is a muscle responsible for creating movement at a joint, also known as the prime mover. So during a bicep curl, the agonist is the biceps. The biceps are creating that movement at that joint. So during a bicep curl, agonist is the bicep. So what's the antagonist then? So the antagonist is a muscle that opposes the agonist, providing a resistance for coordinated movement. Now, when we say opposes, think opposite. So usually, 9 times out of 10, for what we need to know, the antagonist will always be opposite to the agonist. So for example, if the biceps is the agonist, the antagonist will be the triceps. If the quadricep was the agonist, the antagonist would be the hamstring. If the gastrocnemius was the agonist, the tibialis anterior would be the antagonist. If the erector spinae was the agonist, the abdominals would be the antagonist. So I hope you've got that. So for the bicep curl, agonist bicep, antagonist tricep. Okay, so synergists. These are muscles that work together to enable the agonists to operate more effectively. So for a bicep curl, the synergist is the deltoid. So the deltoid helps enable the agonist to operate more effectively. And mainly the anterior deltoid, because the biceps at the front of us, so therefore the anterior deltoid will help with that. Then finally, fixator. So a fixator is a muscle that stabilizes one part of the body while another causes movement. So for a bicep curl, the fixator would be the trapezius muscle. So trapezius muscle is a muscle that stabilizes that part of the body during that movement. Here are example exam questions. These are from both papers, and as you can see, they're both 6 marks, so it's quite a lot of information they require. And if you look at the one on the left, a fundamental part of Tristan's training is using weights to develop his upper body strength. Analyse how the antagonistic muscle pairs, synergists and fixators at the elbow and shoulder, as shown in figure 3, allow Tristan to complete the bicep curl. So you'd have to talk about both the downward phase and the upward phase. Now, at the moment, well, after today's lesson, the lesson we're going to be doing, you will know the muscles, the agonist and the antagonist, fixator and synergists. The next lesson, we're going to be talking about the types of muscle contraction that are taking place, which means you'll be able to answer this question. Similarly, the same to the question on the right hand side as well. So if you get those down, I'll appreciate it, and I'll see you in lesson. Thank you. Bye.